I'm amazed at the number of broke people who have strong opinions about my investing advice. It'd be like me having an opinion about growing hair on top of my head. That would be dumb.
What's going on, guys? It's Attorney Kevin back with another video, and I'm really excited about making this one. I've actually wanted to make this one for quite a while about Dave Ramsey's baby steps, the 7 steps to financial freedom. And I'm a huge fan of Dave Ramsey. This is nothing against him or anything like that. I think anything could be tweaked or be made better. I want to start out by making this video and saying I'm not any type of financial planner, financial advisor. I don't have any licensure. I'm just some normal guy that likes talking about money and hope that I can help you guys make some better decisions and obviously build on what Dave Ramsey has already described. So if you did follow Dave Ramsey's plan to a T, millions of people already have, and there's no question that you are going to obtain some type of form of financial freedom. I'm just saying I think there are some things that I do differently in my own life that could lead to something a little bit more fruitful. So I'm going to go over those with you guys today. So baby step, and I got them over on the side screen over here. So baby step number 1 is save $1,000 for your starter emergency fund. I don't disagree with that at all. $1,000 may be a little bit small for an emergency fund. I think with inflation, the cost of things going up, etc., medical bills, emergencies, etc., like I said, etc., etc., etc. I think that $1,000 may be a little bit low, but I think it's fine. I think it's a great starting point because later on we talk about saving 3 to 6 months of expenses. So I think, again, $1,000 is a great place to start. And at the end of the day, with a lot of these steps, I think more than anything, financial freedom is one thing, but a lot of these things are mental motivators. So you're able to check that off. I did something great, or I did something toward saving money and my financial freedom. So in regards to baby step number 1, saving $1,000, I don't have too much criticism in regards to that. Number 2 is pay off all debt except the house using the debt snowball. This is where I have somewhat of a disagreement. The reason why I say that is while you're paying off your debt snowball and you're eating rice and beans, etc., I think that you're missing out on some significant gains in the market and in investing. Now, I'm not saying that you invest yourself or anything like that. I think it's very important that you get a financial planner. I myself just hired one, even though I feel like I'm pretty competent in the market. However, if you don't have a financial planner, I think you should be very much on your own. I think I believe it's baby step number 4, invest 15% of your household income in retirement. I think that should be done as step number 2. So I think you should be investing 15% of your income into your 401k and your IRA if you're able to do that. And then I think whatever is left over, that's what I think you should be putting in the debt snowball. Now, obviously, I understand this is easier said than done. People have fixed income or may have a limited amount of funds. You'll see this in like books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad and things like that. You have to pay yourself first. I think that's the most important thing at the end of the day. So I would actually say step number 2 should be invest 15% of your income into retirement. And then I think start your debt snowball. There's some criticism as far as paying off the smallest first, paying off the highest interest rate. I think to go along honestly with and I know it sounds counterintuitive to what I said in the past because it makes more financial sense to actually invest. But with this, I would kind of check off the mental list. I would go on the mental side more than the financial side with this one. And I would suggest that you pay off the smallest first and then focus on paying off the biggest ones. So that's what I would say with that. Number 3, save 3 to 6 months of expenses. I think pre-COVID, I think that would have been absolutely fine. I think that we found out with COVID being such a substantial amount of time, you should strive to put 6 to 12 plus months into savings. Saving 3 to 6 months is not enough. I think you should be saving at least 6 to 12 months. I think if you can have a year's worth of expenses, I think you're going to be in a much better position. Now, a lot of financial representatives would probably deal with that, but after going through COVID and what I've seen, that's just my personal opinion. I have a lot more than a year myself saved up, so that's what I would say. Step number 4, we already talked about that, investing 15% of your household income in retirement. I think that should be step number 2, actually. Going on baby step number 5, save for your children's college fund. I think if your child is over the age of 5 years old, 5 to 8, I think this is a fine idea to save for their college fund. I think if they're younger than 5 years old, I think you may need to talk to your financial planner or think about other outcomes or other opportunities that you could invest for your children's college. And I'm actually going through this myself right now. My son's about 18 months old, and we are concerned about if college is even going to be a thing in 18 years. So I would definitely look at potentially other options. Now, like I said, that, I would talk to a professional about a 529 plan like we have in Florida, or something else may be beneficial to you. I myself am looking at other options should my son not decide to go to college, that we won't have any issues with trying to get those funds at the cheapest rate possible. Number 6 is pay off your home early. I absolutely disagree with this 95% of the time. The reason why I say this is dependent on your rates. So for example, I think I have like a 3.5% interest rate on my mortgage right now. Why would I pay that off if on average, historically, the market's shown what, 8 to 9% annual returns? That means that I would literally be doubling my money. Instead of paying my home off, I would be doubling my money on what I would be paying my home off with. So I don't think it's a good idea to pay your home off. I would try to, now, like I said, depending on the interest rate, if you have a 6% interest rate and you can't refinance, then yes, I would try to pay the home off as quickly as possible. But if you have, 3.5%, 4%, 4.5%, maybe 5%, and like I said, I would talk to your financial planner about this. I'm not an expert, but I would try to put that money in the market and see what the market could do, or other investments. Because like I said, it's a pretty low interest rate and you're getting 2 to 1 on your money, especially if you have as low as I do, like 3.5%. Also too, if you have the ability to refinance, then again, that puts you in a position where you could use those funds to invest. I'm not trying to get you in more debt or anything like that. Obviously, we want you to be as financially free as possible, but I don't think it's a good idea to pay off your home. That's just my opinion. Step number 7, build wealth and give. Absolutely, after you complete the baby steps, I think it is so important, whether you design a comprehensive plan or whether you have somebody design one for you. I think it's so important that you do things the right way and make sure you plan accordingly. Don't give up, and I think that's where, it's not where the plan falls off, but don't give up on the steps that you completed to get there. Don't just get everything taken care of and then go willy-nilly and think that you have all this found money where you can go absolutely crazy. Make sure you still adopt these steps, make sure you grow these steps and see how far you can push things to create not only a fantastic life for yourself, but create a fantastic life for your children, your children's children as well. So building generational wealth should be your next goal. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching. I've wanted to do this video for quite a while. Like I said, I am a huge Dave Ramsey fan. He has helped so many people. I think some of the steps could be tweaked, but like I said, if you follow the steps from 1 to 7, I think you're gonna have a fantastic life and accomplish exactly what you want. But I would do things a little bit differently. Not a ton differently, but a little bit. Thanks so much for watching. Talk soon.